I want to talk to us again on what I titled The Antichrist are already manifesting. The Antichrist are already manifesting. In a season like this, in a critical moment like this, when a lot of things are being said, particularly about this aspect of the Antichrist, I thought it wise, as led by the Holy Spirit, that I should make us understand some insight about the Antichrist. The first thing I want us to understand is that there is going to be no separate season or no separate earth for the Antichrist to manifest. The Antichrist is only taking advantage of this present age or this dispensation to also manifest. There is no age, there is no earth in any God's calendar, whether in the time that has passed or in the age that is still to come, that is allocated for the Antichrist to manifest. There is no such thing, there is no such age. And so that's the first thing I want us to understand, that there is going to be no time or an age or an earth that was allocated personally for the manifestation of the Antichrist. I want us to quickly look at what Jesus taught. Jesus himself said about the Antichrist in Matthew chapter 13, from verse 24 to 30 and from verse 36 to 42. I want us to look at that parable that Jesus gave there, that he was talking about the Antichrist and also Christ on the earth. Jesus said that a sower sowed seeds, good seed in his farm, and while men slept, an enemy came and sowed bad seeds, came and sowed wheat in the same farm. And he said the servants of the sower, when they discovered that, they asked the sower if they could uproot those bad seeds. And he said, Jesus said the sower told them that no, they should leave the things to grow together. They should leave the two to grow together. At least if they want to uproot the good ones, they might uproot the bad ones. Rather, they might uproot some of the good ones. If they want to uproot the bad ones, they might uproot some of the good ones in the course of uprooting. Say, allow the things to grow together until the time of harvest. We are told in that same Matthew 13 that when Jesus has sent the multitude away, he explained this parable to the disciples because they asked him, now who are the good seeds, who are the bad seeds, and who probably is the enemy that sowed the bad seeds. And he said, Jesus explained to them that the good seeds are the sons of God and the bad seeds are the sons of the devil. And the farm that they sowed there is the earth, and the sower is God. And then he further explained to them that that is how at the end of this age, this present age, this earth, this dispensation, he said that is how the Son of Man will send his angels, or God will send his angels, and they will come and gather the bad seed, those are the sons of the devil, bundle them like a farmer would do, and throw them into the fire. And then they will burn the good seeds, or the sons of God will be shining in the kingdom like the light. This is Jesus' teaching about the Antichrist. And according to Jesus, the Antichrist is manifesting at the same time when Christ is manifesting. There was never any separate earth or any separate time and age for the Antichrist differently to manifest. Jesus rather said at the end, it is the Antichrist that will be removed. The bad seeds will be bundled and thrown into the fire. And now, when again we look at what John the apostle taught in 1 John 2 verse 18, he said that we are told that the Antichrist will come in the last hour. And he said, little children, the Antichrist are already here because this is the last hour. And so when we begin to see as if there's going to be after a certain moment when all the sons of God, when those who are Christ would have left the earth, then the Antichrist will take over the earth and start tormenting people, probably because we read from Revelation, then it's a disturbing issue, because Jesus said at the end, it is instead the Antichrist that will leave the earth. Notice that the servants asked the sower if they could uproot those bad seeds. And he said, no, leave them to grow together. I understand we are servants of Christ, and we are just so angry that the Antichrist is in the earth. We are so angry, we could be asking the same question that those servants asked in that parable, that should we uproot, should we just kill all of them, destroy all of them, and let the earth just be filled only of Christ? And he said, the sower told them that no, leave it. Let them grow together. We must understand that the Antichrist is already here, and they're manifesting, so we understand how to teach God's people not to be victimized by those Antichrists, not to subject themselves under Antichrist practices. Then we still see homosexuality, lesbianism, all sort of evil and corruption in the world, and then we want to say the Antichrist is not manifesting that. What is that? Is that Christ? Homosexuality is a manifestation of Christ. Lesbianism is a manifestation of Christ. That's why the Apostle Paul was teaching in Romans chapter 1 from verse 21 to about 32. He was talking of a government that they invent evil. They do evil where men have turned the natural use of a woman into using the men. Men with men doing shameful things. Women with women doing terrible things. Then he said God has left them, that they may destroy themselves and they may do what they want to do and be punished by themselves, by what they are doing, and receive penalties of what they are doing. Those are already the Antichrist, and they are manifesting. And there is no age set for them. There is no age set for them. This age is going to end at the same time. There is never going to be any other age after this for the Antichrist to manifest. There is going to be no time, no session, no special age created for the Antichrist to manifest. God didn't create his age for the Antichrist. The Antichrist are agents of darkness taking advantage of this season. And when the season would have closed, they have no special season. When the season would have closed, the Bible says they will either be in the fire, talking of the lake of fire. And so I wonder how they would come out of the lake of fire to have a special session to be manifesting in the earth as the Antichrist. They are already manifesting. We have even church leaders that are Antichrist. We have presidents of nations that are Antichrist. We have great leaders on the earth, in quotes, quote unquote, as we see them, that are Antichrist. So you can't tell me that the Antichrist has a special season. The Antichrist will not manifest now. They cannot do anything at the agenda of the Antichrist. It is already manifesting. You rise up and manifest Christ. Because the anti is here. If Christ is here, then the anti is here. If Christ would have left the earth, then the Antichrist is on the earth. Is anti to who? We are saying Antichrist because the Christ is here. Because Christ is manifesting. The anti is passing behind and manifesting. That's why they call them Antichrist. Anti to Christ. Because Christ is here. If Christ is not here, then we have no Antichrist. Because the Antichrist, they only call them Antichrist when Christ is present there. Then we say, this is not Christ. This is anti to the Christ. Because the Christ is right here. So we get to understand that the Antichrist is present in the earth. And we are here as Christ to manifest Christ. And they are trying to contradict us, but we must continue to manifest the Christ that we are. The Antichrist is already manifesting, but we are here to manifest Christ. Manifest Christ to your earth. Manifest Christ at all times. And God will be glorified. Thanks for watching this video. I know you are blessed, and I pray God give you insight. And we meet in our next video.